Howdy, hi, buddy. It's your old friend Steve, the Backsman Baxley. Harry's on a little assignment, and this is our Friday edition of Steve's Sporty Balls. And today, we got some sports scores, sports news, some entertainment news for you, and a whole lot more. So, we welcome you all to our little show of shows. Uh, Hello, Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, and the MCU. How you doing, my friend? So, hmm, let's get to it with some news. And the big news in college football is, hey, howdy, Dandelion. Big news of college football. We'll have that, plus your hockey scores and everything else under the sun. That's why we're here. Sports and entertainment, a little bit of comedy. And yes, we will do some things that may not be safe. This is actually uh, an adult show. We're all adults. And there's something I've always been wanting to do, and that's let's see if anyone laughs at some things I've been doing all, about all this week. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to try a little comedy with you. But right now, something out of UCLA occurred, and oh boy, it's a big name. Chip Kelly wanted out, not just out of UCLA, but out of being a college level head coach. How else can you reasonably explain his decision to give up a $6 million salary for the 2024 season and the $4 million buyout he would have received after he was likely fired following that season, all to reportedly become the offensive coordinator at Ohio State? Now, the opportunity for such a stunning move wouldn't have been there at all if Bill O'Brien had left Ohio State to become the Boston College coach. Well, with Kelly's reported interest in NFL offensive coordinator gigs ultimately not reciprocated, the Buckeyes are a good enough landing spot to get the heck out of Dodge. Ohio State will pay Kelly very well, but it won't pay him nearly as much as the $10 million he would have received just waiting for the other shoe to drop in Brentwood. Kelly's made plenty of money as a coach at the college and NFL levels, but you only walk away from $10 million with the proper motivation to do so. And there'll be plenty of reasons given for why Kelly decided to take a hike, and most will be valid. UCLA may be getting more money in the future from its new life in the Big Ten, but right now it doesn't have the money to compete at the top of the conference. UCLA's crosstown rival, USC, saw the fantastic job Danton Lynn did as Kelly's defensive coordinator and decided it wanted him. All it had to do was double Lynn's salary, and he was a Trojan. And just in case being unable to compete financially to keep Kelly's staff intact wasn't enough, UCLA has struggled to compete on the name, image, and likeness, NIL, front as well, making it harder to keep players in the blue and gold. While those are valid reasons, and undoubtedly played a role, it'll never be some folks will never be convinced that Kelly's ultimate motivation isn't that he simply wants to coach football. Now, following the 2017 season, two programs were reportedly going after Kelly, Florida and UCLA. Florida fans seemed convinced Kelly would come to Gainesville because why on earth would a football coach choose UCLA over Florida? Interesting, don't you think? I mean, you can win national titles in Florida. At the time, Kelly was more likely to end up at UCLA. He's always been an offensive innovator. Even when his Oregon teams were at their peak, he seemed more interested in drawing up plays than recruiting kids to play in his offense. His approach to recruiting didn't make sense for what Florida wanted, as Dan Mullen later found out, and UCLA felt a bit better for Kelly. And things have changed a lot since then when Kelly took the UCLA job. There wasn't a transfer portal. There surely wasn't a NIL. There weren't conference games against Rutgers. All those things exist now. And yes, there are a lot of football coaches who don't enjoy this new college football landscape. I don't blame them. The complaints about being more of a cat wrangler than a football coach are well-founded. Now, this doesn't mean college football has got a coaching crisis. Far from it. We won't see coaches leave their high-paid positions for lesser titles and lower salaries in droves. While some may want to, they all need somebody on the other end offering them the job to pull it off. However, the start of 2024 has been a whirlwind. Nick Saban, the greatest college coach of all time, well, yeah. Jim Harbaugh won a national title and bolted for the NFL, taking a significant portion of his coaching staff with him. Boston College's Jeff Hafley willingly packed up his office and went to Green Bay to be a defensive coordinator. Now, Kelly is doing the same thing, but he's not leaving for the NFL. He's not even leaving for the conference. All have different reasons for doing what they did, but you're going to be kidding yourself if you pretend the uncertain future of college sports doesn't play a role in each of their choices. Not every symptom is a sign of a deadly disease, but it's a symptom of something all the same. Chip Kelly wanted out, and he isn't the only one. Okay, time now for Dandelion Fluff's favorite part of this broadcast, and it is the hockey scores. Yes, friends, time to rise up and shout hallelujah. It's time for some hockey scores, and we got a ton of them, major, minor, and everything else. So let's get to it, Pruitt, and let's get you over for some hockey scores. And there were a lot of them. Yes, indeed. Would you like to see them? We got National Hockey League. We got the Ontario Hockey League. A few surprises. So let's get them to you right now. We have one final to bring you. In fact, I think everything is a final. Edmonton Oilers, the Anaheim Ducks, 2-2. That is still going on as we speak. I do believe it is still going on. Yep. We're about to hit the third period. All tied up at 2-2. That's right. All tied up at 2. So all tied up at 2. Rangers beat the Blackhawks 4-3 in overtime. And the Minnesota Wild took care of the Pittsburgh Penguins 3-2. Yes, friends. In the Ontario Hockey League, the Kingston Frontenacs defeated the Kitchener Rangers 5-4. London Knights over the Windsor Spitfires by a score of 5-1. Mississauga Steelheads over the Barrie Colts 5-4. The Ottawa 67s over the Peterborough Petes by a score of 6-1. Saginaw Spirit over the Owen Sound Attack 5-4. Sarnia Sting over the Erie Otters 6-4. Sudbury Wolves over the Niagara Ice Dogs 6-1. Brantford Bulldogs over the Guelph Storm 6-4. And the Flint Freebirds over the Oshawa Generals 7-2. In the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League action, it was Charlottetown Islanders over the St. John Sea Dogs 2-0. Bay Comio took care of Cape Breton Screaming Eagles 6-3. Drummondville Voltigeurs took care of the Shawinigan Cataractus 2-1. I'm I'm going to find out how to pronounce that team before too long. The Rimouski Oceanic took care of the Gatineau Olympique 3-1. Sherbrooke Phoenix over the Quebec Remparts. I wonder if they had a red glare. Final score 4-2. Val d'Or Fures took care of the Acadie Bathurst Titan 5-1. And Chicoutimi Sanguine took care of the Montcalm Wildcats 5-2. In the WHL, let's give you the games in progress before we go to the games that are done. The Spokane Chiefs lead the Tri-City Americans 4-1. Vancouver Giants lead the Seattle Thunderbirds as we go to the second intermission, 2-0. Everett Silvertips over the Wenatchee Wild 5-2. Prince George Cougars over the Victoria Royals 3-1. Kelowna, Kelowna, Kelowna Rockets over the Kamloops Blazers by a score of 6-1. Moose Jaw Warriors beat the Red Deer Rebels by a score of 6-4. The Calgary Hitmen beat the Medicine Hat Tigers by a score of where are we here? Red Deer Rebels, Moose Jaw Warriors. Final score, Moose Jaw beat Red Deer 6-4. Calgary Hitmen over the Medicine Hat Tigers 6-2. Swift Current Broncos over the Edmonton Oil Kings 4-1. Saskatoon Blades over the Prince Albert Raiders 6-1. And the Brandon Wheat Kings over the Lethbridge Hurricanes 4-1. Huzzah! And Sharut to thee and thine and all are very happy and contented. In the AHL, San Diego Gulls over the Calgary Wranglers 5-0. Utica Comets over the Belleville Senators 2-0. Charlotte Checkers over the Cleveland Monsters 4-3. Grand Rapids Griffins over the Manitoba Moose 4-3. Hanover Wolfpack over the Bridgeport Islanders 4-1. Toronto Marlies over the Laval Rockets 6-1. Lehigh Valley Phantoms beat the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins 5-4. Hershey Bears over the Providence Bruins 3-1. Syracuse Crunch in overtime beat the Rochester Americans 3-2. Iowa Wild over the Tucson Roadrunners 2-1. Milwaukee Admirals over the Chicago Wolves 3-1. Texas Stars over the Rockford Ice Hogs by a score of 3-2. Colorado Eagles over the Abbotsford Canucks 3-1. Two games still in progress. Bakersfield Condors over the San Jose Barracuda 2-1. And the Ontario Reign over the Henderson Silver Knights 2-1. Oh, now you're probably asking yourself, Steve, what's going to happen this Saturday night in the Hockey Zone? Well, we're going to tell you what's going to happen in the old Hockey Zone this Saturday night as we go to the schedule. Yes, we're going to the schedule. Yes, we do this every Friday, and that is, of course, very simple, very direct. We bring you Saturday nights big events before everything else we do. Do-a-diddy, do-a-do-a-diddy, do-do-do-do-do, diddy-do. Okay, Saturday. We got the, okay. I think we better, you want to let's see if we can get a more easier connection here. I think so. I think if we do it like this, we might be able to get a little happy help. And hello, Dandelion Fluff. How's you doing? Okay. Just waiting for the NHL schedule for Saturday to comment au festival. Okay, well, that's not going to help us. No, that's not. So we'll just go back to the scoring right here. But we got to get everything, you know. Okay, here's the schedule for Saturday's games, and here we go. Saturday's games begin at 1 o'clock. The 1 o'clock games: St. Louis at Buffalo. That'll be on ABC and ESPN Plus. Vancouver at Detroit will be on Bally Sports Detroit, and um, it'll be also on I do believe TSN or Sportsnet. Let me just 1 second here, kids. The 1 second here. We're going to try a little something here. HLHD schedule for February 10th. There we are. February 10th broadcast schedule, I do believe. No, it should say. Come on. No, I don't want the standings yet. Just give me the okay, hang on. Gotta do this just right. Broadcast schedule. Good. Here we go. Okay. Trying to. There we are. Okay. Yay! Yay! We're finally going to get something here. Yeah, but will they care? Will they have all the games? Oh, schedule not available at the moment. Okay, bye. Yeah, let's. Maybe this will help us. Somebody better help us. Anyway, like this a little kick in the hoots. Okay. Let's see. That's Friday. Here's Saturday. No, Saturday the 10th. No, that's February 12th. What in the? Oh, no wonder. We're having a little issue here. You want to try? Okay, I'll try anything 3 times. Okay, let's give the folks here. We're doing our best, folks. Trust us. Trust us. We are doing our best. Let's see. We can get to the NHL. Boom. Okay. Okay, let's get to the NHL. Bada boom, bada bing, bada bang, bada burp. The NHL has announced a return to the Winter Olympics in 2026 and 2030. It unveils its plans for a 4 nations face-off. Ooh, that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, but we need the schedule for Saturday night. SATURDAY night. Saturday noche. Okay, let's see if we can't get. Okay, standings, stat scores. Yeah, let's try this. Okay. Well, I tried my best, but Got some good games for you on Saturday, including for you folks who love Hockey Night in Canada. For those of you who love Hockey Night in Canada, let's give you the come on, play nice. Okay. NHL BROADCAST February the 10th. February 10th, 2024. Boom. There we go. This should help us. God, let's hope. Okay. Next page. Blessing. Somewhere there should be a blessing, because we can't get much of anything. Oh, brother. Let's just put it this way. You got some good games on the schedule coming up. There we are. Let's see how good this does. Should do wonders. Yay, finally. Schedule for Saturday, February 10th. Let's give it to you. Flames take on the 1 o'clock games. Flames Islanders. That'll be on NHL Power Play on ESPN Plus. Sportsnet East, Sportsnet Ontario, Sportsnet West, and on Madison Square Garden Sports Network. Blues and Sabres will be on ABC and ESPN Plus. Canucks and Red Wings will be on NHL Power Play and ESPN, along with Sportsnet Pacific and Bally Sports Detroit Extra. Stars take on the Canadiens on NHL Power Play on ESPN Plus. Bally Sports West. Bally Sports Southwest Extra, RDS French Canadian, and TSN 2. 3:30 game will be the Capitals and Bruins on ABC, ESPN Plus, and Sportsnet. 6 p.m. game will be the Avalanche and Panthers on the NHL Power Play on ESPN Plus. At Altitude and Bally Sports Florida. Now, your 7 o'clock games, or as we like to call it, the Hockey Night in Canada games, will be Devils Hurricane. That'll be on NHL Power Play on ESPN Plus, Madison Square Garden Sports Network, and Bally Sports South. Lightning and Blue Jackets, NHL Power Play on ESPN, Bally Sports Sun, and Bally Sports Ohio. The Maple Leafs and Senators, that'll be the Hockey Night in Canada. That'll be the Hockey Night in Canada game for on NHL Power Play on ESPN, CBC, Sportsnet East, Sportsnet Ontario, Sportsnet Pacific, and for you French Canadian viewers, it'll be on TVA Sports. The Kraken take on the Flowers. The Kraken take on the Flyers on ESPN Plus and Hulu. Penguins and Jets will be the NHL Power Play on ESPN Plus, City TV, Sportsnet West, and Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Coyotes and Predators at 8 o'clock, NHL Power Play on ESPN. Scripps Sports and Bally Sports South. And the second half of the Hockey Night in Canada CBC Double Dip will be the Oilers and Kings on the NHL Network here in the States. CBC, City TV, Sportsnet, and for you folks, En France Canadien, TVA Sports, and also on Bally Sports West. And there you go, folks. The hockey melange is done. Okay, we have done our hockey for you, folks. And we will continue to give you sports, and even some entertainment news as well. We are just about 1 minute away from reaching the halftime point. Before we forget, let me just go over here for a moment. Okay, thank you. Let me go this way. Okay, this will give me a chance Boy, everything's going to give me a chance. Ha ha. Because I want to talk about where I'm going to be tomorrow. If I have the money for it. Anyway. Let's see here. Now, as they say in the biz, bear with me in the moment. No, no, no. Don't want that. Come on. Thank you. Let's get back to Facebook. There we go. Yay. Okay, let's oh, thank you. There we go. See? We're getting better. Okay. There. Okay, now tomorrow is, of course, the annual Blood Bash. That is a convention for horror film fans everywhere. And here we go. Happy landings on a chocolate star. Let us open this, and we're going to show you. Hopefully it'll work. There it is. February 9th and 10th. The Commonwealth Commerce Center here in downtown Jackson. This is the program. You can see it right here. Let's give you some of the movies that are playing. Friday night, we don't mind that, but here we go. Saturday day, it starts at 11:30 with A Room Divided, followed at 12:30 by Quarantine, 12:07 Norman, 12:23 The Six Relics of Helena Mason, 12:33 Four Little Angels, 12:47, these are all PM, 12:47 Parasomnia, 12:55 Molar, 1:05 The Man Without a Face, 2 o'clock Match, 2:08 Birdie, 2:21 Yugoth, 2:36 Echo, 2:42 Quiet, 4:30 Shut, 4:45 Cul-de-sac, 4:56 Are You Awake? 5:07 Marilla, 5:28 Kiddo, 5:43 Dark Face, 5:53 Faces, 6:08 will be Syncopat, 6:4 let's see, we'll cut those out. 7:15 Erecting a Monster, 7:23 Erecting a Monster 2, 7:37 Haunted Acres, 7:48 Losing It at the Devil's Whorehouse, 8:04 Turno de Noche, The Wrong Place. We got Ice Cream at 8:24. Then 9:15 we'll have Old Movies, New Dialogue. That should be interesting. At 10 o'clock it wraps up with Killer Frequency. Now you know they're going to have let's see, they got some games going on. Let's see here. They also have drinks. And let me give you for instance here of some of the titles or some of the descriptions. Four Little Angels. I'm not going to read them all, but if you want to see them, I'll put the link up on here. But this is the short films of Blood Bash 2024. I don't know. There's 1 page, 2 page, 3 page. Let me give you, for example, Molar. Randall, an 8-year-old boy, is kidnapped by the serial killer known as Babyface. Fortunately for him, the Tooth Fairy pays him a visit from her confinement. Losing It at the Devil's Whorehouse. 4 college friends seek a night of adventure only to stumble into their worst nightmare. No Man. To boost her online popularity, YouTuber Amber and her boyfriend Johnny set up an occult ritual for her upcoming live stream. Little did they know supernatural forces are at play, leading to deadly results. Ooh. Parasomnia. Laura experiences sleep paralysis for the first time. Someone is watching you. Marina recently lost her sight and struggles to adapt to her new reality. She is angry at life and everyone who tries to help her. After a birthday party, her sister leaves her alone, and Marina begins to be harassed by a sinister intruder. Ooh. Let's see. The psychiatrist and her husband have invited their neighbors for dinner when she notices that someone is observing them from the outside. The others tell her that she's just imagining things because she's tired from working too much. But when the guests start to disappear, that changes. Man without a face. Nobody believed the 7-year-old Laura when she spoke of the man without a face hiding within the shadows of her bedroom until the day she disappeared several months later. A grieving father tells his story while reliving terrifying moments one can only envision as part of their worst nightmares. Let's see. The painting. During an interrogation, Scott must fend for his life against Klein. However, something else might be lurking behind. Unseen, after a quarrel with her parents, a troubled teenage girl starts to notice the presence of some unseen force in her house. Let's see. Oh, here are the drink specials. I want you to take a viewage of the drink specials that are going to be at Blood Bash. And this is probably not going to show that good. So I will read the, maybe if I do it like this. There we are. Okay, can you see? No. Can you see some of the drink specials there? Maybe I better read them to you, because these are true drinks. Now, my favorite is the Get Jacked, which is Jack Daniels, Cherry Pucker, and Coke. The Green Inferno is Fireball, Apple Pucker, and Sprite. Titty Twister is tequila, orange juice, and grenadine. Dracula's Kiss is peach schnapps, cranberry juice, and vodka. Monkey Shine's cocktail is coconut rum, banana liqueur, and root beer. Hereditary Headbanger is Monster Energy drink, maraschino cherry, and vodka. Kerry Limeade is vodka, limeade, and grenadine. Bruce Juice is horchata rum, blue curaçao, and cream soda. Want to play a game? Vodka, Sprite, and grenadine. Spin the wheel to determine the price. That's nice. And Bloody Marys are only $7 at Blood Bash. Load up and toss them down. We all know what a Bloody Mary is, so there you go. Get Jacked. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm going to try me the Get Jacked. Well, again, I'm going to have Get Jacked. So there you go. There you go. That's all at the big old Blood Bash this year. Saturday, it's going to be a fun one. Okay, we got about half an hour left. Let's get you some entertainment news, if we can get some entertainment news. But before we do we have? We got more sports. Of course, we got more sports. We're a sports program and more. Yes, we're a sports program and more. And I might even do some of my not safe for work song titles. Was practicing them this afternoon. Let's see. Do we have anything here? Here we go. The Green Bay Packers rejected. Believe it or not, anyone could apply for a gig, even a fan. That's right. The Green Bay Packers recently filled their defensive coordinator position, but not before wading through some interesting applicants. One of them, a fan with a wealth of fantasy football success, even received a handwritten letter of rejection from Mark Murphy, the CEO. After a few years on the job, Joe Barry was relieved of his duties as Green Bay defensive coordinator following a shaky 2023 season. As they began sifting through candidates for their next defensive coordinator, the Packers got a unique cover letter and resume from a very dedicated fan. On Sunday, a user on X, or as I call it now, TwitX, posted a photo of a letter his cousin received from Murphy. The Packers CEO kindly rejected the fan, despite his impressive fantasy football accomplishments. Murphy did direct the ambitious fan toward the Chicago Bears, though. Bill, thank you so much for your cover letter and resume regarding our defensive coordinator position. While your fantasy football experience is impressive, I regret to inform you that we have decided to go in a different direction. I hear the Bears have an opening. You look to be a perfect fit for them. Thanks again. Sincerely, Mark, Murphy wrote. Ultimately, Green Bay elected to go with former Boston College head coach Jeff Hafley, who has a little bit more on-field experience than the fan. Hafley worked as the defense back coach for Buccaneers and Browns and 49ers from 2011 to 2018. Hafley then worked at the Ohio State defensive coordinator before getting hired by the Eagles. Not bad, so we can all realize our dream. Let's get on to SmackDown. Tonight's SmackDown, if you saw it, congratulations. If you didn't, good luck to all. But they're sort of in a mishmash. A power struggle is brewing on WWE SmackDown. Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque / McMahon stood firm in his decision to book Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for WrestleMania 40, but that may ruffle the feathers of Triple H's old foe, The Rock. Levesque kicked off SmackDown on Friday to support Rhodes' rightfully earned rematch against undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. WWE's creative leader took shots at Reigns and Dwayne Johnson while defending his decision. That set the stage for a dramatic episode of SmackDown. The Bloodline special counsel, Paul Heyman, revealed that Reigns and The Rock will appear next week to confront The Game. SmackDown also set the stage for a men's Elimination Chamber match to determine Seth Rollins' challenger at WrestleMania. 12 superstars will compete in qualifying matches over the next 7 days on SmackDown and Raw. Plus, Damage Control's implosion was another focal point of Friday night. So let's get to you here. Randy Orton defeated Sami Zayn. What else happened on SmackDown? Drew McIntyre defeated AJ Styles via pinfall after hitting a Claymore kick to qualify for the men's Elimination Chamber match. Pretty Deadly had a vignette. Bianca Belair defeated Micken via pinfall after hitting KDD to qualify for the women's Elimination Chamber match. Dakota Kai sided with Bayley, saving her from Damage Control. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits and B-Fab cut a promo on the Final Testament. British Strong Style, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate defeated DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. After Dunne hit Gargano with bitter end, Dunne and Bate will challenge Judgment Day for the undisputed tag team titles at Elimination Chamber. Dominic Mysterio and Kevin Owens had a verbal altercation ahead of their Elimination Chamber qualifier match. And Logan Paul threw a tantrum to Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce over having to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Aldis revealed that he faced The Miz next week. If that's not trouble, I don't know what is. Okay. What more have we got here? We're going to do some entertainment news. Okay. Let's do some entertainment news. I feel like doing entertainment. Okay. I mean, we've all had a relatively interesting week. Let's get to it with some entertainment news. Okay, if we're ready, here we go. AEW. Let's wait for the thing to come up. Boom. From Ringside News, the wrestling world is not only an oyster of physical combat, but also the place where athletes find love. Over the years, the business has seen many love stories blossom, with one power couple debuting in a new AEW show. Tony Khan's company took to their official TwitX to announce a new series for the YouTube channel starring real-life wrestling couple and AEW stars Johnny TV and Talia Valkyrie. A short teaser was released, giving us a glimpse of what the fans can expect. Moreover, AEW billed it as the debut of wrestling's first romantic couple on Valentine's Day, with new episodes released each month. Ain't that nice? Yeah, it's nice. Okay. Dan Campbell's message to the Lions changed quickly after the NFC Championship loss. Let's give you that in a nutshell. This from Pro Football Talk. Many were surprised when Lions coach Dan Campbell told reporters that his message to the team after losing to the 49ers was that it might have been their only shot at a Super Bowl appearance. Among the surprise was edge rusher Aiden Hutchinson. In a Thursday conversation with Pro Football Talk Live, Hutchinson said that Campbell's message quickly changed. Hutchinson said, I think he, as we all were emotional after that game. I don't know if he meant those things completely, because in our exit meeting that day, after, he's like, we're going to the Super Bowl next year. Like, screw it. Like, I don't care what it takes, because I feel like I was, you're kind of hear that after the game and you get a little discouraged because you're like, do you think that was our only shot? Hutchinson believes it ultimately was a result of the gut punch Campbell was feeling. I think it was just an emotional thing, Hutchinson said. I get it, because like you have this 22-week season, you're so close and you just miss out. You're like, God, it took a lot to get here. But I understand. The next day he kind of came in, he gave us the speech, and we're like, we're all ready to play again right now. I felt like on that Monday, and I believe it too, because all the players that we have that are talented on our team are so young, and we have so many more playing together. I think that this is the tip of the iceberg, and yes, it does take luck and that good mojo to get back to where we were and to advance farther. But I feel we have a lot of talented players, a lot of good guys on this team. And they do, but they will have it harder next year. They will no longer be the hunters or the NFL's doormats. They'll be the hunted, the measuring stick team everyone will try to beat. I wouldn't want it any other way, Hutchinson said. So it'll be fun to see how it plays out. Now, we promoted this because, well, you never guess when the new season comes out. Thank you. When the new season comes out, hi there. Okay, let's see if we can't get back out to the one story we got to do here. And that is Amazon. That's right, Amazon with the Thursday night football games. There we go. Question has been asked, and we got the answer. Why has Amazon got a wild card playoff game? Well, here's how it came together. After trying out the first playoff game exclusively on a streaming service to massive success, Peacock to be exact, the NFL has given it another shot in 2025. Amazon Prime Video will broadcast a wildcard playoff game next postseason, per the Wall Street Journal, the one that Peacock paid the rights to broadcast this postseason. Amazon earned that right based on a clause in the NFL's current television contract, which started this season. The wildcard game on Peacock was a success for the league, as Peacock gained 2.8 million new subscribers and 23 million watched the Chiefs' victory over the Dolphins. This past season, NBC Universal paid the NFL 110 million last year for rights to carry a wildcard game on Peacock, which was a one-year deal. This was a trial balloon for the league and its new TV deal, which had exclusive games on streaming in the regular season, Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime and Twitch, international games on ESPN Plus, and a Saturday night game on Peacock. Now, as part of the television contract for 2024, CBS is scheduled to carry 2 wildcard games, Fox 1 wildcard game, NBC 1 wildcard game on Sunday night, ESPN will have the other on Monday night. All 4 broadcast partners will broadcast 1 divisional playoff game, while Fox will broadcast Super Bowl 59. Games streamed during the next regular season will be the Thursday Night Football games on Amazon Prime, 1 game exclusively on Peacock, and 1 international series game exclusively on ESPN Plus. But let's not forget the Super Bowl to be streamed on, believe it or not, and I'm going to keep believing it because it is true, and it is going to be the answer to a trivia question. Which cable network aired the first, cable and satellite network aired the first Super Bowl? The answer, the first kids network, Nickelodeon. This season, the Super Bowl, and we found out something else. This season, the Super Bowl will not only be on CBS, it'll also be on Nickelodeon, which Nickelodeon will be, of course, officially the first cable and satellite network to air a Super Bowl. Univision will be providing Spanish language coverage on the Univision network. And wow, that is going to be fun. So if you are of the folks that do not like Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and if Angie Peterson is watching, turn to Nickelodeon Sunday at 6:30 p.m. for Nickelodeon's broadcast of Super Bowl 58. Now, before we go any further, got to do this, and I got to use the touch screen here to put it on here. Okay. So here are, by the way, this will be the 21st Super Bowl that. Let me just find out before we get the banana boats here. Okay, here we go. Just hang on for a second, kids. I want to make sure I get this correct. Hopefully it's been updated. Yes, here we are. This year's Super Bowl, February 11th, will be aired on CBS and Paramount Plus with Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson, and Evan Washburn. Nickelodeon will have Noah Eagle, Nate Burleson, SpongeBob SquarePants, voiced by Tom Kenny, Patrick Starr, voiced by Bill Fagerbach, and Larry the Lobster, voiced by Mr. Lawrence. The sideline reporters will be young Dylan Gilmore, Dylan Schefter, and Sandy Cheeks, voiced by Carolyn Lawrence, along with rules explained by Dora the Explorer, voiced by Deanna Zermenio, and Boots, Escher Colton Spence. Now, Fox will be carrying Super Bowl 59, February 9th, 2025. Super Bowl 60 will be done by NBC and Peacock, the streamer. Super Bowl 51 will be taken by ABC and ESPN, but ESPN cannot say that they are the first cable satellite network to carry the Super Bowl. And I will make sure accuracy matters. ABC, ESPN will be the second cable satellite network to carry a Super Bowl, and of course ESPN Plus. And it goes back to Super Bowl 62, CBS Paramount 63, Fox, NBC has 64, 65 will go to ABC, ESPN, ESPN Plus. Let's see. Yeah, 60. 66 will go to CBS Paramount, 67 Fox, and 68 NBC and Peacock. So there you go, kitties. And yes, I read that right. So you got your Super Bowl information. I will be watching it at my friend's house on Orange Street. Hopefully they will have it on Nickelodeon, because you gotta see the slime cannons. That's all I gotta say about it. You got to see the slime cannons, indeed. All right. Okay, have we just about done the whole shamil, the shalmazel, the Hassan Fetfik operated? Okay. Now, because I'll be over in downtown Jackson at Blood Bash, unless they change their mind, I think we'll be back home. I think I will be home on Saturday. I don't know. No, I'll be over at Angie's house on Orange Street for the Super Bowl celebration. So I should be back on Monday, might be late Sunday or Monday, whichever it is. There will be no sporty balls on. Will they? I don't know if they're going to stay for the late show. There is no late show, I don't think. Nope. I think this whole thing ends at 11. So I'll be home. No, I'll be over at Angie's. Nope, I'll be home. I'll be home. So I'll be on Saturday, Sunday. I have no idea. But Monday, I got some prayer commitments that I have to meet, and so I will. But I want to say one thing, and it is this. I've enjoyed this little bon mot of fun, thrills, and chills. Let's get some entertainment news, shallst we? Yeah, I think we shallst. Entertainment news, yes. We need the entertainment news. Yes, indeed. So let's get you some entertainment news. And Gina Rodriguez teases Carmen Sandiego, discusses the possibility of reprising Jane the Virgin role. Let's see, Justin Hartley talks his wife being a love interest on Tracker and doing him, quote, dirty. Ozzy Osbourne calls out Kanye West for reportedly sampling his song after denying the request. John Bon Jovi makes Taylor Swift joke as he looks back at his songwriting legacy. Queen Camilla offers an update on King Charles III and first royal appearance since his cancer diagnosis. Post Malone talks working with Taylor Swift on new music and his Kansas City Chiefs tattoo. Yay. Okay. The Good Doctor is going to be at an end. Okay. Usher is in talks with Justin Bieber about performing in the Star's Super Bowl halftime show 16 years after Yeah hitmaker signed him to a record label. Ooh, that's going to be fun. Okay. Brad Pitt honors longtime pal Bradley Cooper with an award at the Santa Barbara International Film Fest and says he knew Maestro actor would be a star after watching The Hangover. Dressed to impress, Vanderpump Rules star Raquel Leviss whiles in a glittering ball gown as she makes New York Fashion Week debut following Scandivar affair and a show exit. Bob Saget's widow, Kelly Rizzo, sweetly holds hands with boyfriend Breckin Meyer on a public display of affection-filled stroll in LA just days after debuting their new romance. Nice. Let's see. Kanye West Vulture's album live stream event cuts off after star calls himself an anti-Semite as rapper baffles fans by failing to drop controversial new record on release date. Kylie Jenner unveils her new bob haircut in a shock transformation as she jokes that even mom Kris Jenner is quaking at the look. 2 words. Who cares? Valerie Bertinelli reveals she stopped weighing herself after being considered overweight at 150 pounds as she shares a stunning bikini throwback. It's stupid. Let's see. Jonathan Majors and Megan Good grow closer during cross-country trip as actor awaits sentencing for assault and harassment charges. Yeah, nothing spells I love you than drawing close and awaiting sentencing for assault and a harassment charge. Channing Tatum is set to cancel. Channing Tatum is set to star in a new true crime movie, Roofman, about serial McDonald's robber Jeffrey Manchester. Teen Mom's Caitlin Lowry reveals adorable names of her newborn twins after welcoming 6th and 7th baby prematurely last year. Her family is complete. Alicia Keys is set to join Usher as a surprise Super Bowl halftime show guest 20 years after their duet, My Boo, topped the charts. Gwen Stefani and husband Blake Shelton released Purple Irises ahead of the Rockers' appearance at the Super Bowl TikTok tailgate in Las Vegas. Gabrielle Union shows off her honed legs in a black mini dress and boots as she strolls into Kendrick Lamar's pre-Super Bowl party in Las Vegas. Mark Ruffalo and Jennifer Garner recreate that Thriller dance at his Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony 20 years after starring in the hit film. Let's get to the U.S. showbiz reports. Stassi Schroeder shows off striking results after Barbie tox injections and says she will never not get the cosmetic procedure. Let's see. I think we've done about half of these. And yes, we have. So we are about to officially I think that's about it for that. Blah, blah. Boom. Okay, so that is your entertainment report, and that is it for us. I don't know if we're going to be on the air Saturday or not. I will find out. And if not, well, we'll let you know in a Facebook post. But we will be on the air Sunday. No, I don't. Let's put it this way. The one thing I'm sure of is we'll be on the air Monday night at 11:35. I don't know about this weekend, but we're just going to try our luck. So thank you all for watching, and thank you all for everything. Again, it is an honor and a privilege to be back doing this. I just hope I get to do this for a long time. But there are some things in this world that I don't know where the future comes, but whatever happens, I'll be ready for it. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to keep you updated on everything that's going on with my life, and hopefully everything works out to the best. I like it here, and I really don't want to leave. So with that said, I say thank you. You've been a great audience and great friends, and I will see you probably on Monday back here at 11:35. Until then, thank you for watching. Have a great weekend, and no matter who you pick, may the winner be true. Good night. This has been a presentation of Mr. Fine Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and YouTube. We'll see you Monday night. I'm just going to say that. We'll see you Monday night, and we'll make things official Saturday. So we'll see you. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll be back probably on Monday. I don't know, but take my word, Monday is definitely going to be when we return. Hopefully, luck. No, I think Saturday we will be on, but Sunday we will not be on. We will be back on Monday. So there you go. We'll have our post Super Bowl show on Monday night. Thanks, everybody. Good night.